Hey everybody, this is Jordan Williams,
Hi everyone, this is Brennan Iverson.
and we are the founders and owners of Making Money for Teens, and today we're going to be teaching you guys on leadership. So let's get started.
We want to start off by talking to you guys a little bit about our background and a little bit about us. We wanted to start our first business, Kids Toys Inc., at the age of 10. And we started it by selling old toys and games that we found around the house. And it was a really great success because we sold it around the school, we sold it around the neighborhood, and really anywhere that we could. And we even started a weekly newspaper based off of Kids Toys Inc. that had great topics on it, such as movies, toys, and games. And it was really a great success because these topics are what kids loved back then. And then we even started partnering up with other kids around the school so they could start their own companies. And so once we started getting our feet wet with entrepreneurship, at the age of 13, we started our first financial education company called Making Money for Teens. And this teaches them what we learned from our experiences in different companies that we've been involved in. And we even have a Making Money for Teens CD series that teaches the basics of stocks and investing, different investing strategies, and even how to start your own home-based company. So that's just a little bit about our business background.
So you might be wondering exactly what leadership is. Well, leadership is the ability to be an example for others based on your actions and also based on the way that you carry yourself. As a leader, you're always going to have people looking up to you and people asking you for help because you're the authority and you're at the top of the company. And so a leader is his or her job to guide a group to achieve a common goal. And as a team, you should always have something that you're trying to achieve in the future. And it's the leader's goal to make sure that everybody's on the same page and knows what they have to do to lead the team to this goal. A leader is also huge for providing a sense of direction. A leader has to make sure that everybody knows what their task is and what their job is for the team to make it run smoothly. And so a leader is a huge part of any business or any other organization.
There are many business leaders today that you may think of, but me and Jordan tried to narrow it down to three people, both past and present. The first business leader I want to talk about is Phil Knight. And if you don't know who Phil Knight is, he was the co-founder of Nike. He started Nike in 1964 along with Bill Bowerman. He is worth about $13 billion, making him one of the richest men in the world. And he's also made Nike the company that it is today. And one of the great aspects about Phil Knight is that he's really persistent and committed to what he does, because if you research about Nike and how they started as a company, they weren't really big in their industry in the beginning. They had a lot of ups and downs in trying to market and make their company successful. But Phil Knight was persistent in trying to make his company the best. And over time, it did become just that. Athletic companies started sponsoring and promoting its merchandise that Nike offered, and that advertised to a great group of people around the world, and people started to fall in love with what Nike had to offer. The second business leader I want to talk about is Warren Buffett. And if you don't know who Warren Buffett is, he is famously known as the most successful investor in the world and one of the richest men in the world. And one of his greatest investments that he's invested in is Berkshire Hathaway. He's the CEO of that. And he's made millions and billions of dollars off of Berkshire Hathaway and his many different investments that he's been involved in. One of the great aspects of Warren Buffett is not being able to be afraid to take risks, because that really goes to show in investing, because investing can be really risky as well sometimes. But he was really persistent and wasn't afraid to take risk, and he's made millions of dollars, he's lost millions of dollars, but at the end of the day, he's made great profit, have made great investments throughout his whole life. And the last business leader I want to talk about is Steve Jobs. And if you don't know who he was famously known as one of the best and greatest legendary businessmen in history. And he was the co-founder and former CEO of Apple Inc. And he is known for his creative work and inventions and completely changing the way that we use technology today, creating the iPad, the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and everything that we use from Apple today. And one of the great aspects from Steve Jobs is really being influential. He had to be able to lead 4,000 employees every day, being able to create new business products, being able to create new products for the world today. So one of the great aspects of Steve Jobs is really being influential and a great business leader as a whole.
And as Brandon was saying, a lot of these leaders all share some of the same qualities. One of these qualities is being influential. As a leader, people are always looking up to you. People are always seeking you for what to do in the future, and you have to be able to give them good advice, and most importantly, you have to be able to take the people that are following you to places that they wouldn't be able to go if they are on their own. And so with you, you allow them to make good decisions that could benefit their future and achieve things that they wouldn't be able to do if you weren't helping them. A leader must also be very persistent and committed. A lot of times there are going to be problems in business, but you can't just give up. And a lot of times a leader is looked to as a person to handle these problems. And you have to be able to show your company through your commitment that you really care about your business and what you're doing, and that you're not going to give up, and that you're going to do whatever you can to make your business prosper in the future. A leader also has to have a lot of humility. Your workers, your coworkers, your employees hate to see a person who only thinks about themselves. They want someone who cares about them and isn't just looking out for the well-being of themselves. So whenever you're the leader of a business, make sure that you're looking out for your customers and making sure that everything is going well with them also. And a leader also has to have good work ethic. And as we were saying before, a leader is always looked up to by the people around him. And the people around you are influenced by your actions. And when they see you working hard, they will also follow your lead and they'll work hard and in turn make your business a better business in the future. So make sure that your work ethic is being a good example for the people that are behind you. Creativity is also a great aspect of a leader, and one of the best examples for creativity is Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is one of the most innovative and creative minds that the technology industry has ever seen. While he was with Apple, he created so many innovative products and rare and unique products that really intrigued the customers, such as the iPhone and the iPad, and has made Apple the successful company that it is today. So that just shows that when you're a leader of a company, you have to think big and show the customer something that they've never seen before. And finally, a leader has to be honest. Your coworkers and your employees want to be able to trust you, and they want to be able to rely on you and know that when you say you'll get the work done, you actually will get the work done, and they'll know that they can trust what you say and what you do. So these are just some of the very important qualities that a leader must always have.
As a leader in a company, you have to be able to utilize the right mentality because everything in a company is not going to go your way. This really went to show when me and Jordan were starting making money for teens and Kids Toys Inc. because we had a lot of obstacles and challenges that set us back in our company, such as not selling our merchandise to the right target market, not having enough money for different finances that we need to take care of, and many other things as well. And having a positive attitude in a company will really increase your company's chance of success because if you have a negative attitude, it really set your company back and you really won't get work done. And sometimes me and Jordan set our company aside and didn't look at it for really a long time. But we knew that over time that our company would be successful as long as we stuck to what we were doing and we had a positive attitude in what we were getting involved in. As a leader in a company, you have to be able to manage your time wisely because you're going to be the one with the most responsibility to make your company what it can be over time. And also, a leader in a company, you have to be committed to everyone else. You can't be the slacker in the company that's not doing what they're supposed to do and everyone else is working harder than you. You have to be more committed every day to really get the job done. Time management is really managing all of your activities throughout the day. And me and Jordan sometimes have difficulty with this because we're regular 13-year-olds too as well. So we have to worry about sports sometimes. We have to keep our grades up in school. And we also have to manage a successful company as well. So me and Jordan have stayed disciplined to what we were doing. We had to stay disciplined and really manage our time wisely and not do anything that can set us back. And if we manage your time wisely throughout your day, then you're able to get all the things that you need to get done and really help your company get one more step up from where it is. And also, you need to spend time learning about your industry. When me and Jordan were first starting making money for teens, we didn't know everything about financial education. So me and Jordan are always learning about new topics for different products. We're learning just great things that can really help our company become successful and better than it is now. Being able to manage your time wisely in a company is really going to help your company take that step forward.
And one thing you have to realize with time management is that your business definitely won't become successful in one day. It always takes a lot of work. So you have to stay committed to what you're doing and make sure that your workers know that you're dedicated to what you're doing and that you care for your job and that you'll put as much work as it takes to make your business successful. And we've all heard the phrase time is money. And so, since time is money, you can't waste time on things that don't matter. A lot of time we waste time watching TV or playing video games when we could be doing things that could benefit us a lot more, whether it's reading books or listening to a webinar that could enlighten us on new things. So make sure that you use your time in the right way that could benefit you in the future. It's also important that you associate yourself with the right kind of people. You have to realize that the people you hang around the most influence you the most. So if you're hanging around people who are lazy and have a horrible work ethic, eventually, over time, that's what you'll become. But if you're hanging around people that are smarter and wiser than you, eventually you'll start learning more and you'll start becoming a better business person. So make sure that you're always around people who can help you in your business experience and make you and your company more successful. Another huge part of leadership is communication. Communication skills are not only important in business, but are also really helpful in everything else in life. Communication really helps you make new business relationships, and it helps you a lot with networking, whether it's being at public speaking events or even at different networking events. Great communication skills help you be able to make new people and make new connections that can also help benefit your business. Communication also keeps everybody in your company in sync. It helps keep everybody on the same page so that everybody knows what tasks need to be done and what they need to do to make their job successful. And by doing that and by keeping everybody in sync, this also prevents confusion. Everybody knows what they need to do. Nobody's confused on the jobs that need to be done. And as a result, the company runs smoothly and successfully.
Another great and important aspect in being a leader is being able to work well with others, because it's important to really focus on the people around you that are working on your company and not just yourself. Because if you just worry about yourself and only focus on what you're doing and not making sure that everyone else is doing what they're supposed to do, then your company won't really be moving in that direction that it needs to go. And as we said before, you have to be able to be influential to everyone around you and be able to cooperate with each other. And if you're influential to a person in your company, then that person is going to be influential to another person in the company. And it's really going to help spread morale in companies that's going to show in Apple and many top companies around the world. So say if you have someone that's working on a website or a technician, or you have someone that's working on financing, if you're really influential and staying in sync and calling them every day, making sure that they're doing the right thing, then they'll make sure that everyone else in the company is doing the right thing. And that'll help everyone, as Jordan said, stay in sync. And also, working well with others is a great skill, not only in business, but in life as well. When you're in high school, you're going to have to do different projects that you have to work well with others. When you're getting a job, bosses really want to see that you're working well with others, or in a company, top law firms, and different things like that. You have to be able to have teamwork, because working well with others is a great skill, because two or more minds is better than one.
And then we come to goal setting, which is another huge part of leadership and another huge part of every aspect of business, whether it's marketing and advertising or any other part. In business, you always have to have things that you're striving for and things you want to achieve as your business improves in the future. And Brandon and I do this all the time because we don't want to settle for just being the average 213-year-olds. We want to be the best at everything we do. So we dedicate hours of our time every week working on our products, working on our website, creating new ideas, and making our business better every day. And when we started our business, we had to plan out every aspect of it. We thought about what products we wanted to sell, who is our target market, how we wanted to advertise and market it. And this, in the long run, helped us a lot because we were a lot more organized. We knew exactly what we wanted to accomplish when we started, and it helped us be more successful in the long run.
The last aspect that we want to talk about is self improvement, because it's important to improve your business as well, but it's also important to improve yourself because improving yourself will really help your company move in that direction that it needs to go. Because if you're learning new stuff, then you're going to be able to use that information that you've learned to transfer it to your company as well. And really new information is looking at seminars, different books. That's what me and Jordan do all the time. Me and Jordan are always looking at different business books to help us with our financial education company. I know that Jordan's always in his dad's car, wherever he's going, listening to a business CD all the time. And so learning new information is going to help your company have that knowledge that it really needs to help it go to the next level. And a quote that me and Jordan love by Jim Rohn is, "You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. That is something you have charge of." So what that really means is that you can't change what everything's going around you, but you can always change yourself and improve yourself and make yourself better than it was before. So that's all the topics that we have today. I hope that you really use these topics, and if you're a leader or a CEO in your company, use these topics to your advantage to help yourself and your company go to that next level. And if you want to learn more information about us, we have a Making Money for Teens CD, as I mentioned earlier. The first CD is the basics of stocks and investing. And what that is, you learn more about the stock market, how to understand the stock market, and different investing strategies that can really help you make money in different investments that you can make at a young age. And also, we teach starting your own business as well. That's a double disc CD, and we teach great topics on that, such as getting a mentor, advertising, financing, and many other great topics on that. And as you see below, there's our contact information. Our website is makingmoneyforteens.org, and our email is info@kidstoysinc.com.
And also, I will soon be releasing my new book called The Teenpreneur Marketing Guide. And this book is basically going to be a great resource for young business owners, or even more experienced business owners that are trying to market their business successfully. And as you probably know, marketing is one of the most important parts of running a business, but can also be the hardest. And what this book will really go over is some of the best ways to market your business for a low cost and also in an inexpensive way. And it'll go over some great topics such as advertising, social media, inexpensive publicity, networking, and a lot of other great marketing tools that can help you spread the word about your business. And this will also be available on our website, makingmoneyforteens.org, and it'll be on there soon. And once again, we would like to thank you for listening to our webinar, and we'll see you guys soon.